I would describe Mr. Nelson as a liger, which is a lion and a tiger, because he is an Aries and has a fiery.
I would describe Mr. Nelson as very passionate about his work and very caring, very dedicated, and just a goofy, quirky, funny guy. He does take projects and everything seriously, but he just wants you to have fun and do what you love.
He's very sarcastic, but he's also a teacher that's really, really nice.
He's a pretty cool dude. Known him about almost 2 years. Wow, that's a long time. He came in last year, was the media team director. That's how I got to know him as a teacher. And he's been a pretty big influence on how my films are edited now and things like that. And yeah, he's a pretty awesome dude.
I would describe Mr. Nelson as sarcastic and very caring for his students and very successful.
Very charismatic, funny, really great guy. Very fun to be taught by.
I would describe Mr. Nelson as less of a teacher and kind of more as a friend, because although we learned a lot of stuff from Mr. Nelson, he thought of us first, and he was able to talk to us like we were not his students, but just as normal people. And I really like that about him, and he's really funny and nice and just overall just an amazing person.
Mr. Nelson is really awkward and funny and super relatable. He's super helpful, and you can tell he actually wants us to succeed. Super passionate about film.
Mr. Nelson, I'd probably describe him as very, very patient. He's one of those teachers that he'll stick with you until you need to learn what you need to get learned, and it really stays in your head, and you memorize it. Not necessarily memorize it, but learn it,
My favorite moment would probably be the directing game we played during Christmas, where we would just draw pictures, but we would have to direct each other.
My favorite moment with Mr. Nelson was last year in Media Team when he made me star in every single video. I love that.
Get off the floor, Joe. That's an inside joke with all the media team kids, so if you aren't a media team, you won't understand. So.
Week when he said, if you ever feeling down or just not yourself, he's somebody you could talk to. Because I think even if you didn't take up that offer, at least somebody is really sincerely cares for you. I thought that was really sweet.
I think my favorite moment in media team was probably the song parody we did last year for the end of the year for Media Team, which was the I Really Like You music video with only Media Team starring in it. It's pretty great.
My favorite moment in Media Team was learning all the different things like editing and how to use the camera, and just getting to make friends with all of the high schoolers, because I was the only middle schooler in Media Team, and they really helped me because this is my first year at Encore, and it was just a really fun year, and we made so many memories with each other.
My favorite moment in media team would have to be learning how to do stuff, because I got into that class and I was really overwhelmed and I didn't think I was going to be able to do anything. But then he helped me and me and Lindsay start making videos and helped us learn how to actually edit.
My favorite memory in Media Team is probably the bond I've made with all the people there, constantly talking and mentioning pro wrestling to everybody.
I'd like to thank Mr. Nelson for opening a whole new door for film. Thank you for being a very caring and dedicated teacher and showing all these kids what it means to really be passionate about film and letting us explore and be creative and lead our own path.
I want to thank him probably because he really is one of my favorite teachers, and I don't think I would be in the place that I'm in now and pursuing my dreams and things like that without his guidance and help with my filmmaking and photography and editing and things like that. So yeah, thanks Mr. Nelson.
I would like to say to Mr. Nelson is that thank you very much for teaching me how to edit, how to use cameras more, and how it made me become a better person in life to actually explore different fields.
Keep up the work.
I
came back to Encore, Mr. Nelson was like extremely supportive and accepting of me, so I'm just really, really appreciative for that. So thank you, Mr. Nelson.
I want to thank Mr. Nelson for teaching me how to do everything and for really opening my eyes about the other side of filming and the behind the scenes of everything, because I didn't realize like everything, like how to do all the stuff, and I just thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nelson, for putting up with all my baloney. I know it's a lot of baloney. It's enough for like a good amount of sandwiches, but I really, really appreciate it, and I know you're gonna do big things in the future. Big, big things.